What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the weirdest videos from all over the internet. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
Imagine waking up and realizing that your face has been replaced by a smiling plastic doll, but no one else notices except you. You tell your friends, I can't move my face anymore, I think something's wrong. Doesn't my smile look fake to you? They all stare at you in confusion, saying you look exactly the same, no different than how you've always looked. You feel like you're living in a nightmare. Why isn't anyone noticing that your face has completely hardened to plastic and you can't stop smiling? Even in the streets, people aren't scared. Instead, a producer approaches you and offers you a record deal saying you have the face that everyone wants. He's proven right when you become an overnight sensation. Millions of fans idolize your fake doll-like smile, and you even start a trend of people stretching their mouths so they can look like you. Still, no one notices that this isn't your real face, and soon more and more people in society start transforming into dolls. Now as a famous pop star, you realize this has gone too far, and what you really want is to have your own face back. But the only way to do that is to destroy everything. This short film is called The Dolls with Attitude, and I thought it was a brilliant representation of forcing yourself to appear in a way that just isn't authentic, and being trapped in this cycle that you can't escape from.
She said no one can tell that the face isn't yours. Literally the fakest plastic looking mask I've ever seen in my life. Like, if the people around you are being fooled by whatever you got going on, I mean, I guess they kind of deserve it. Because I'm gonna keep it civilized and I'm gonna be gentleman about it. I'm just gonna call them low IQ. I'm not gonna use any other word. I'm not watching that show. Producers saw her on the street talking about, you have the prettiest face ever. Yeah, for a Halloween contest. Get out of my face, man.
Hello. She wants to come in, Dazon.
Appalachian natives claim that these trees are ruled by devil monkeys. Urban legends of Appalachia warns folks not to look up when walking through the woods, or else you might attract the unwanted attention of the alleged devil monkeys hiding in the trees. They are said to be extremely aggressive, stand between 6 and 8 feet tall, and have primate-like features, but with the snout of a fearsome dog. They are also said to switch between walking on all fours and leaping on 2 feet. In 1994, one woman said that she was driving down a dark road surrounded by forest in Roanoke, Virginia, when she was confronted by a terrifying 6-foot-tall creature that leaped in front of her car. She described it as a cross between an ape and a dog. It had sleek dark fur and cat-like legs. She reported the sighting to U.S. Game and Wildlife officials, but they dismissed it as being merely a wolf or a feral dog. Was it a devil monkey?
I mean, 6 to 8 foot devil monkey, silverback gorilla, werewolf mix of what I don't even know what to call them, to be honest. He says devil monkey, but it looks like a mix between a silverback gorilla and a werewolf, and they're 6 to 8 feet tall. I mean, I'm 6'3" myself, so I think I could take one down. No, to be honest, if these things actually exist, they probably eat my face. 8 foot silverback monkey, werewolf, gorilla, raccoon, what? Burn it. We don't need to get scientific about it. Just flamethrower. Burn it. Gorilla world, man. I'm about to throw up.
Hidden secrets in everyday things. Firstly, have you ever wondered why there are 3 different colors on some toothpaste? Well, apparently the white part whitens your teeth, the blue part gives you fresh breath, and the red part helps maintain healthy gums. Next, I think everyone would agree that they would like more privacy when using a public toilet. But did you know that these toilet stall gaps actually have a purpose? In fact, the purpose is to make you feel as uncomfortable as possible, so you can use the toilet fast and leave. Now, have you ever wondered why there is a hole in pen caps? Well, it's in case someone swallows the pen cap. The hole leaves just enough space for the person to still breathe. This particular idea has saved thousands of lives. Finally, never put one of these memory cards in your mouth, because it is said they have one of the worst tastes known to man. And this is because they are small and kids might eat them, so companies decided to make them taste horrible. Sophomore?
Like, imagine being someone who's so slow mentally that they literally need a disclaimer. Like this guy, like you really need somebody to tell you to not swallow a SD card and eat iPhones. Please do not swallow the SD cards and eat the cell phones. They might taste disgusting. Or really, you think? I mean, if you're out here swallowing SD cards on a daily basis, maybe check in to head to the asylum. Stay there. You need it.
We all may like to about the truth behind the times of 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm about to tell you exactly what the fuck be going on at that time. Let's get into it. Basically, during this time, the veil between our realm and the other higher realms of existence is thinnest at this point, right? Everybody's been told that. But did you know that at this point in your time, if you get woken up, it's called the ambrosial hour. And it's actually a huge energetic boost for all of us that naturally we wake up during the night. Sometimes when our soul, aka our higher self, wants us to use this energy to be in the creator mode of this reality. So if you ever played Minecraft, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's actually a great time for you to be in the purgatory. You're not dead, you're not alive, but you're on the other side. Because did you not know, friend, that everything that we're doing is a dream right now? Yes! Even when we go to sleep, we think we're sleeping. We're not sleeping. We're actually just back in our original state of nothingness, and we're without a body, so we're without having a human experience, and we are just experiencing life without this vessel. And that's what happens when we're asleep. But when we wake up during those times, we are still in that state because your brain is the map and the gateway to consciousness.
No, I'm not saying that I don't believe in spirituality or that the spirit realm doesn't exist. I do believe in that, but first thing first, I think this lady needs some sleep because she talks weird, she acts weird, I don't know what she's talking about. I do, but I'm like, oh, the cussing and I think she's weird. She needs some sleep to refresh her, you know? Mental membranes and the 4 brain cells that she has remaining. No disrespect, but I think this is called insomnia and sleep apnea, you know? I struggle with these things myself sometimes, you know? It's not Buddha waking you up so you can start creating TikTok at 3 a.m. in the morning. What am I'm getting sleepy. All this sleep talk is making me sleepy, making me stumble on my words. Let's skip this clip.
Why is she doing that, Todd?
Raises, bro.
We're all doing it.
Yeah, bro. Raises can't burn through the colour blue.
We better hurry up and get that on there.
I painted ours, bro.
What the FBI just found in Las Vegas is pretty concerning. Authorities have uncovered a possible illegal biological lab in someone's home. And this doesn't appear to be some weekend hobby. Not only did they find over 1,000 samples of unknown substances which had to be sent away for testing, but the owner of the home, a Chinese national, was arrested in 2023 for running another biological lab all the way over in California. And that lab, which allegedly received funding from Chinese banks, had samples with very concerning labels on them, including HIV, malaria, TB, COVID-19, and even Ebola. Now, the samples found at this Las Vegas lab on Saturday were, quote, consistent in appearance with the items found and described in the California lab investigation. So this now raises a serious concern. What are these samples being used for? And if 2 labs have now been discovered, could there be even more.
Here is why you can't just burn the Annabelle doll. You think you can just burn her and then it's all over? Wrong. There's a lot more to this than what you guys think. Annabelle isn't just haunted. Annabelle is a vessel for something much darker, a demon. The Warrens have tried to destroy her. Others have tried to destroy her. But each time Annabelle was trying to be destroyed by others, it only made everything way worse. Fire doesn't cleanse evil like this. It only releases it. And once it's out, it doesn't just go away. This is why the Warrens have kept her in this case, locked, blessed, sealed, and away from the public, so she couldn't cause any harm. Or should I say not she, but the demon. Because once you try to burn Annabelle, she doesn't burn, you do. So let me know in the comments after hearing this, would you try to destroy Annabelle if you were given the opportunity, or are you staying far away from this doll? Make sure to
100% I will jump on the opportunity to destroy and burn Annabelle and Chucky and Pennywise myself. For my viewers from the jump, y'all know how I feel about them dolls. And I'm happy she was talking about burning it, because I always advise y'all to burn them. So I think this is a beautiful thing. The reason these people are struggling burning Chucky and Annabelle is because these people are incompetent. They need someone like me, the Neon One himself, to burn it. I'll take care of Annabelle. All I need is 5 minutes and a flamethrower. You know what I mean? I'm being serious.
2026 just got even crazier, part 11. So IKEA just released a half-a-meter hot dog in the UAE. It's priced at around $5 for this glizzy, and if you don't know how long a half a meter is, well, it's just a little under 2 feet, 20 inches. You know, this definitely was not on my 2026 bingo card. Next, a 24-year-old man in France went to the hospital complaining about serious pain. Well, he claimed that he inserted something massive into his body. Well, surgeons later found out that it was actually a World War I bomb that was 8 inches long. And following this, the bomb squad was called, and it was confirmed that the bomb was not live, thankfully. But once they got the bomb out of his body, the man definitely had to be in some pain, but now he might even face charges for having that type of ammunition. Finally, if you don't know, Markiplier released his movie Iron Lung. Production budget was around $3 million, and expectations weren't that high. Well, opening day, it was #1 in the box office here in the USA, and it grossed over $21 million now, and it only came out January 30th. This is awesome.
First thing first, any man that calls a hot dog a glizzy should not be taken serious ever in life. And for them, I mean, and I'm not the type to judge other people's sexualities. I have no problem with it. They're free to do whatever. It's not my thing, but my mans, you're a grown man shoving stuff up your you know what? You're behind. You're free to do so. It's 2026. Feel free to do so. But that's not the part that I'm judging. What I'm talking about is the bomb. You're literally inserting a bomb out of all of the things you could have found inside of your own bum. I mean, what did you expect? What if it ignites in your guts? I mean, I don't think you thought about that, huh? I mean, I shouldn't expect anyone shoving bombs up their behinds to be smart, you know? You kind of deserve it. And they charge you for being in possession of it. This dude, you deserve all of it. And to my viewers, please do not shove bombs up your, you know what? Not nice. Damn.
This statue has been caught moving a number of times. It's located in Iowa, and rumor has it that it comes alive at night. According to a local legend, a number of people have seen this statue move and fly in the air at night. It's also said to shoot beams from its eyes, but I don't know too much about that one. But then it said that if it hits you with its eye beams, that you then disappear forever. Also, the statue appears black, but it never originally was. Apparently, it absorbed all the evil from the people buried around it, and that's why it darkened in color. What do you guys think about this local legend and story? Is it just a legend, or does she actually come alive at night? I don't know.
Scary stories about Disneyland, except this one there's actual proof. One time a guy went to Disneyland and was waiting to ride the roller coaster on Space Mountain. He was standing in line when a guy with red hair came up to him and started talking to him. He seemed nice, but he was a little bit odd. But the thing is, when the ride was over, this red-haired man literally vanished into thin air. The guest reported this incident and was told that he was alone the entire time. This guest might have just encountered a ghost people know as Mr. One Way. Rumor has it that he's the ghost of a man who passed away while on the ride in the 1970s. He always vanishes right before the ride is over, and he likes to talk to people who are riding the roller coaster alone. People have also reported seeing him in the cast member locker rooms. Follow if you want a part 2 because there's so many ghost stories about Disneyland.
This is an actual nightmare. So it starts when this woman walks into the bedroom of her apartment and she feels liquid dripping on her head. She looks up and sees that her smoke detector is leaking. It's in her hair, it's all over her clothes, and at first she just thinks the batteries inside the smoke detector may have exploded and now are leaking out battery acid, but it started to smell awful. After putting a pot underneath the smoke detector, it began filling the pot with this liquid in a span of 15 minutes. Because of the awful smell, she thought it may be leaking sewer water from the apartment upstairs. So she goes upstairs and knocks on their door and asks if everything is all right. And the man that answers the door tells her that everyone in the apartment is fine. So she goes to the apartment managers and tells them that she thinks sewer water is coming from her ceiling. After this, she starts walking back to her unit. But when she gets to the bottom of the stairs, she notices the man who answered the apartment door standing there on the phone with someone, and she hears him say Steve is dead, and he clarifies that he's been gone for quite some time. Steve is her elderly neighbor that lives in the unit right above her. And that's when it dawns on her. The liquid coming out of the ceiling is the bodily fluid of her neighbor Steve leaking through the floor.
In the early 2000s, all these rumors were surfacing about a Disney resort in North Carolina that never opened up to the public. This resort was called Mowgli's Palace. It was a massive jungle-themed resort that Disney quietly built and then quickly abandoned. There was no announcement, no press coverage, it was all just suddenly gone. Locals say they completely erased all traces of the project. There were no blueprints, permits, or even internal mentions. A few years later, an urban explorer broke in and started documenting what he found. Torn character suits, dark hallways, sealed doors. But the creepiest part was this giant character mascot head of Mickey Mouse with no face. Just smooth, featureless skin where eyes and a smile should have been. That's when he discovered something absolutely, truly terrifying. In the final room, he expected storage, but instead he found something on the wall, and written in thick, red letters that looked too fresh to be old paint, it said, "Abandoned by Disney." And then it spoke. The suit lifted itself up and whispered, "You must have not heard what they did to the others." And some people say that the explorer made it out. Other people say that he vanished. But in his final notes, he described what he saw written in the last hallway, carved into concrete beneath the park. "Abandoned by God." This is an internet legend, creepypasta known as Abandoned by Disney.
Isn't it funny how the place where it's supposed to be all magical, fucking lovey-dovey with the children and the families and people having fun, roller coasters and cotton candy, also happens to be the creepiest place on earth. Every time it's always there's always something up with Mickey Mouse and Goofy and what. What's wrong with you? They should change the name from Disney to Pennywise's Ranch.
This picture is one of the scariest and most terrifying pictures that you will ever see. I mean, sure, when you first look at it, it just looks like a happy family. But let me tell you, what if I move a little? Bro, what the actual hell is this? It all started around 1950 when a family called Cooper just moved into a new home in Texas. They moved into a new house, it's a new life, you don't do this every day, it's not a regular thing, so the family decided to celebrate it. But while they were celebrating, one of the family members got the idea to take a picture, okay? So in this picture, you see the grandmother, the mother, and the children. It's important to keep in mind that this happened a long time ago. We're talking about 1950. Whoever took the pic, well, he did not take it with an iPhone 17 Pro Max. He took it with something like this. These types of cameras used to be very famous around that time, okay? It was either this one or, you know, the big one with the tripod where you had to do a whole lot of exercise just to get one pic. Anyways, when the family finally took the picture, well, they kept celebrating. If you're like, bro, oh my God, are they not seeing this thing in the picture? Well, no. Because if you remember well, they took the pic with an old camera. And the thing with these cameras is that they take a lot of time to process and then extract the image. It's not like these days with your phone, you just take a pic and then you can check it immediately. No, with these types of cameras, you had to wait until the picture comes out. And when it comes out, you had to wait for it to go from black into a clear image. That's the exact reason why the family didn't react immediately and they kept celebrating. They took the pic, they put the camera elsewhere, and waited for it to process this thing. Now, after a while, the pic was finally ready to be seen. So all the family gathered together. They were like, bro, let's come check this pic, all right? Everyone who saw this pic was in absolute shock. Who the hell is this? Why is he upside down? Why is his face like this? And most importantly, why didn't they see him if he's next to them? The picture became really known and many people started talking about it when the internet started to become a thing in the 80s. The family kept promising that they did not fake this image, okay? It appeared just like that and it shocked them too. They also mentioned that after this picture was taken and each time they went to this room, they felt a heavy presence, like he was here but they could not see him. So was this a
I know I normally don't pause videos, but oh my God, this dude talks a lot. Like, you talk too much. Get to the point. This family took a picture with a microwave in the 1600s. Shut up. The picture is literally AI. I can tell from here without even inspecting it. There's a dude, like, you mean to tell me they didn't see this dude hanging? I mean, he has pajamas on. Like, this is the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. I know you're trying to, reach the 1 minute mark on your TikTok so you get paid, but do better. Look at his name, Mr. Nice Girls. Mr. You talk too much. Get out of my face. Pissing me off.
Something that happened that messed up the process of the image and we ended up having something like this. Was it fate, the family did it on purpose? Or, was it a spirit that, he was enjoying the party too, he was going up and down? Nobody will certainly know. All I know is that you and I, yes, I am involved, got jump scared when we saw the pic for the first time.
The haunted Snow White statue that moves by itself.
Que esta figura pareciera cerrar sus ojos, como si cobrara vida frente a la cámara.
There was a place called El Reino Mágico that was located in Veracruz, Mexico, but it was sadly shut down. They said it's because creepy weird things would happen. And everyone's main concern was the creepy Snow White statue. It is said that the amusement park was built over a cemetery, and this led to many content creators visiting the place, and they all experienced paranormal activity relating to the Snow White statue. Besides the blinking video, there was also one of her supposedly walking, and it was recorded by this man right here going by the name El Cucuy TV.
Güey.
¿Velador?
Ese no es el velador, güey.
Güey, no es un velador.
No. No, aguanta. Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, güey. Ese no es el velador. No digas perras mamadas, güey.
Anyways, y'all, video is now over. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.